What's up, guys? It's the Hawk, and we're back with another video. Today we're talking about Oscar Valdez and him testing positive for PED. So another Mexi bum, another Mexi cheater, testing positive, another, drugs cheat, just like the other fight in the camp, Canelo. Canelo, the big lab experiment, the big juice Mexican, Canelo. Now we have Oscar Valdez, another one in the camp, another one in the Reynoso camp, the steak and tea camp. Reynoso Sr. is a butcher. He knows how to prepare the steak very well. He also knows how to make a wonderful herbal tea, I've heard. So I would love to come visit someday. Come visit the Reynoso family, have some steak and tea, have a wonderful time, do some boxing maybe. Show me how to really juice, how to get that muscle. But enough about that. Let's talk about Valdez himself. So now a lot of people are outraged now. They're completely flabbergasted. They are surprised. They are horrified. They're just, they're so shocked that a boxer tests positive for PED. How ridiculous is this? Anyone who is following the sport, knows a lot of these guys are juicing, and it's very common. And especially at the top, they know how to hide it well. They know how to cycle and avoid the drug testing, or maybe even the drug testing agencies are very corrupt and they sweep it under the rug as well. Because I want to use, again, this big fucking cheater, this lab experiment, this guy that is juiced to the gills, full of roid rage, These little ginger balls are fucking popping from the juice. I'm talking about Canelo here. This guy, he has been very fortunate with the way he was treated when he tested positive. And now we see the same happening with Valdez again. From the officials, from the WBC, who's saying, we can still let him fight Conceição even though he tested positive, which is completely ridiculous, of course. You have a set of rules, you're following the WBC clean boxing program, you need to stick by those rules. You're using VADA, and VADA says it's a PED, then you say it's not a PED. It's completely foolish. Of course it is a PED, and Valdez is cheating, no doubt about it. And they let this go ahead, which screams corruption to me. And I think it really is, because again, the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, the vice president or whatever he is of the WBC, he's Mexican, and he's just a shill for Mexican fighters, man. And he sucks Canelo off when he can, and it's Viva Mexico up there, That's what I'll say. And his choice is to allow clenbuterol as well. So it's the PED that Canelo got busted for, so now these guys can use clenbuterol. It's just a crazy situation, and all these Mexicans can cheat and have an excuse to cheat, and now Valdez gets away with cheating. It's whatever. But I just want to say that this whole narrative of people being shocked that another fight is testing positive in the Reynoso camp, that's just ridiculous. We've all seen Andy Ruiz too. He slimmed down like crazy. That is not natural. That doesn't happen naturally. I don't believe it, at least. So, it's really interesting to see all these people being so horrified. I'm not surprised at all. This is to be expected. Again, let's talk about how the fans react to this. So Valdez is now, he's a dirty cheater, he should never box again, he should be banned for life, all that stuff, all these emotional people. But then you have these same guys that say, Canelo is the greatest fighter, greatest Mexican fighter of all time, he's my pound for pound number one, Viva Mexico, my Canelita, my boss Nello, Cash Nello. They're all sucking his dick. Everyone in the boxing industry is sucking Canelo off. All these fans are sucking Canelo off. When he's the same cheater, when he's in the same camp and he's taking PEDs and all that stuff, he's juiced to the gills. You can see the roid rage screaming, man. I think even his ginger hair is disappearing now because of the roid rage, All the redness is going to his head and other body parts, so it reduces the red hair in his regular hair, so he's becoming less of a ginger. But man, all those veins popping out, and he's an emotional fella, man. I think maybe one day his kneecap is going to bust and it's going to be a drama, but doesn't look good for that camp at all. It's full of cheaters, that's obvious. But again, these boxing fans, they love Canelo though. But Faildez is no piece of shit, right? I'm fine with people, criticizing Faildez. I'm not even a fan of the guy. I don't think he's all that. I think it's very suspicious that at featherweight he was getting dropped by these smaller guys and they weren't really that good. And now he went up to 130 and he fucking beat the crap out of Miguel Berchelt and knocked his ass out. I really thought that was very suspicious. So I was thinking maybe this guy is on some shit. Of course he is. It's really obvious, really. Keep it consistent, guys. If you're a boxing fan, don't go sucking off Canelo. Having all that little Canelo cum all over your face, man. Come on. Have some integrity. If you're gonna criticize fighters, be consistent. I don't really care about PEDs and drug testing and all that. I think a lot of these guys are just juiced to the gills, and it's weaponized really because the guys with the most money, they tell the other guy, you have to do all this drug testing, and he knows how to get around that drug testing. But the guys, they don't have that kind of money and affiliations and expertise and all that stuff, in they can't really, so they can't use, while the A side can use and does use PEDs, and you get unfair situations. So I'm not really advocating for drug testing and all that stuff. I think if it was done right, it would be good, but it really isn't. So in practice, it doesn't really work. So I can't really get worked up about it. But if you do really are about this whole clean boxing stuff, then you need to really put it on these guys like Canelo. Because Canelo is a star. He's a big star. He has all this money. He has all these guys in his camp. How to cycle perfectly and to avoid the drug testing and all that stuff. And he still tested positive twice. So that tells me that guy is fucking juiced to the gills. And that's what you need to really focus on here. That guy's a cheater. You say he's the greatest. You say he's pound for pound #1. Wonderful. Defense, counter punch, all that bullshit, all that nonsense. Focus on that guy. He's your #1 target if you're all about clean boxing. That's it, guys. I'm out.